Hey guys, BrickQueen here with a Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword Link action figure to review for you guys. This one came out in 2014 and originally cost about $10. Awesome Link action figure. But I want to know what's in the mystery box. So let's find out together, shall we? And I thought it might be, we have the Hylian shield. So the Hylian shield is not just like a flat shield. It's actually shaped out really nicely so you can see kind of the texture on it. If you turn it that way, you can see how it's shaped out. Really nice design overall. I really like the way the shield looks. Very, very cool. And along the back side, you can see how it's got the two handles. Well, really a handle and a strap so that Link can hold it. And I think that is very well done. The Master Sword and its sheath. So these are very nicely designed. You can see lots of detailing on the handle, on the hilt. I think this is a very nice looking sword. Very, very nice, actually. I think they put a lot of work into such a small accessory. That's really nice to see. And then also the same for the sheath. Lots of detail on such a small accessory. And this little piece here sticking off is so that you can attach it to the back of Link, which is of course nice. And the most important part, of course, is that it does fit together just perfectly. Now, this Link action figure is only 4 inches tall. However, it has 13 points of articulation, which I think for a figure this size is actually a lot. Starting at the top of this figure, you have really nice detailing on his face. I think they did a good job on the eyes. I really like the way the eyes look. And the hair looks pretty good. Maybe could be better in some aspects. And the hat, this looks like this would be like a separate part that you could move, but it actually does not move. The end of, or the back of the hat does not move. I guess that's just where they glued on that second part of it, but it does not actually move separately. But you can turn the head all around however you want to, even 360 degrees around, and the torso actually moves in the middle, so that's kind of different. Since it moves in the middle of the torso, it does not move at the waist, which I thought was kind of odd. You've got the belt right there. You would think that it would turn, but it does not actually. And the little bottom part of the tunic, you would think would have a little bit more movement to it, and it can kind of bend a little, but it doesn't really move, I wouldn't say. However, check out the arms. All right, so you have the typical shoulder joint, you have the elbow, and you also have wrist movement, which is interesting, I think. And at the elbow, it can actually turn all the way around. If you want to act like he has a broken arm or something, you can totally do that. But I do like that the wrist actually moves. I think that is actually a really nice little feature there. And on the back of that, right here is where you can attach the sheath for the sword. The articulation in the feet and legs of this figure actually kind of surprised me a little bit. I was not expecting this. So obviously you have, you can move the leg. That's typical, that's expected. But when it comes to the boots, for one thing, you can turn the foot itself, but you can also turn the top of the boot, which I thought was kind of interesting. It kind of maybe looks odd in certain positions, but that's a given. But I do think that that's a really nice feature. It makes it a lot easier to stand him up in different positions, because otherwise you'd have a hard time getting this figure to stand. So I really, really liked this figure, up until the point that I tried to have him actually hold the accessories. That became a little bit of a problem. So we all know that Link is a left-handed swordsman. So I put the sword in his left hand. He doesn't really grip it very well at all. So it just kind of moves around like this. Not a fan of that. You could put it in the other hand, and it actually, he holds it a little bit tighter, and so the sword actually looks better in his right hand. And maybe that's what they were thinking, even though Link always uses his left. Anyway, now for the shield, that really didn't work that great on either hand. And believe me, I tried for a good while to get this to work. Obviously, this is not how you're supposed to hold a shield, obviously. In theory, you would put your arm through the brown strap and then hold this part. Now, obviously, it's on the wrong side for that, for one thing. But even if you switch it, I tried so hard to get the arm to go through the strap, and it would not. And even if I got the arm through the strap, which on this side I did, getting the arm through the strap, then I still couldn't get it to actually grab this once I got it through the strap. So it just did not work very well. So the best I could do was to have him hold it like this, or you could have him grab this part, but actually holding it proper, yeah, couldn't make that happen. Maybe if you worked with it for a really long time, you might be able to manipulate it to work, because I got close on getting that to fit proper, but not quite. And then the sword thing is just not going to work in the hand it's supposed to. The figure itself looks great. The accessories and the fit of them need some work.